What's up, guys? PokePaxton Plays here, and today we are here for a really cool deck that actually did really well at Canadian Nationals where I'm from, and I thought it would be a really good deck to profile before Worlds because this is obviously a really good play, and someone in my comment section actually suggested this, and I thought, you know what, it's a great idea. So the main attacker of the deck is Raichu with the attack Circle Circuit. So it does 20 times the amount of bench Pokemon it has. You're never going to be using Thunderbolt, so we're going to ignore that. So you think, okay, 5 Pokemon, that's okay, I guess. But then, you look at this card, Skyfield. So each Pokemon player can have 8 Pokemon on his bench. So that means 20, 40, 60 more damage. That means you can have 160 damage. But you're still saying, that's not a knockout. Well, you can use Silver Bangle and 8 Pokemon to do 190 damage, effectively killing every EX. But it doesn't kill Megas. That's right. But that's the second part of the deck. So we're actually going to use Crobat. And what Crobat does is when you evolve it, you put 3 damage counters down. And Golbat does a similar thing, but 2 damage counters. And you're also going to want to use this Zubat because it has the free flight ability that when it has no energy attached to it, you're not gonna you don't have any retreat. And this is always a better one because you never really want to attach energy to Crobat or Golbat unless you want to attack that turn. So you're never going to power it up per se. Another cool attacker is Hawlucha. We have 2 of that in this deck. It's a very cheap attacker and hits very hard for only 1 energy. And with a fighting energy and a Silver Bangle, you can be doing up to 90 damage, which is very powerful, on top of Bat's damage. We're going to play 3 Shaman because they're really good bench sitters and they just kind of chill there. And then also, and it's good acceleration to help us get it powered up, and 1 Execute. Now the cool thing about having Execute is when you play it down, you can just kind of you can play it down to power up Circle Circuit, and then when they counter your stadium, you can get rid of it. And then just put it in your discard pile, and then you can just put it right back. It's also good for computer search and Ultra Ball because it makes your discard 1 less, which is really good as well. So normally when you play this deck, if you ever get your stadium countered, you're normally gonna want to have your priorities in discarding Execute and Shaman because they're pretty useless, other than being bench sitters. So let's see what else we have in this deck. 2 Colress just to capitalize off your huge benches. 4 DC, 4 fighting because 4 fighting for Hawlucha, and you need a basic energy because everything attacks for colorless. 2 Lysander to want to power things up. 3 N, didn't really feel the need for the 4th. 1 Sacred Ash to get back all your Pokemon that you need. Pretty simple concept. And computer search, as I showed off, just pretty versatile. I think it's probably the best ace spec. I haven't tested extensively with this deck, so I'm gonna say that you start off with this list. This is a pretty good list, I think, to start off with. But as you test games, you're gonna see, oh, maybe 3 Silver Bangle can go down to 2, or maybe you don't really need that Sacred Ash, or maybe you want more Execute. Just test, because that's kind of how you perfect your deck list. But what I want to do here is give you a good starting deck list to go off of. I would use Matthew Cruz, who got 2nd at Canadian Nationals actually, but he didn't reveal his deck list. So let's actually go here and play 1 or 2 games with the deck. I actually haven't been playing on the ladder too much. I want to kind of complete it before the season ends, and I have 16 days left to win about 60 games, which is kind of hard, but we'll see what happens. Raichu bats. Here we go. Again, leave suggestions what competitive decks you want to see below. I could make Wobbuffet bats. I didn't really think about that. I can find a good deck list or just make one. We can play with that on an episode soon. I'm pretty open to making decks that are fun, or doesn't even have to be competitive, just fun decks. I have the resources to make most things, and if I don't have the resources to make something, I will get the resources to make it. So we're playing against the Russo, and he's gonna get tails, and so we can go first. Because you're a setup deck, you don't mind going first, and this is important to why you play this Zubat over the other one, because now we can just free retreat into whatever we want. I could end, but I'm not sure whether that'd be a great decision. Okay, so we're gonna be playing a Primal Groudon deck. It seems like a tough matchup. I think I'm gonna Ultra Ball away something and hold on to this until I want to use it. So Ultra Ball, getting rid of Juniper. And Culver's, maybe? I actually probably should have, where are my Pikachus? I should have, kept the Juniper and just Juniper, because I'm gonna use pretty much everything in my hand right now. So that was definitely a misplay. But again, you live and you learn, right? And I don't really see a need, oh, this is gonna be tough. I could retreat this, but then Exo doesn't get knocked out, but then Pikachu would get knocked out. I think I'm gonna Shaman for one right here. See if we get anything. No, I think I'm just gonna pass. This could be a bad play. Scary. So he's gonna touch the Spirit Link and play Silent Lab down, preventing my Shamans. So it was probably a good decision to play that one anyways. And Lysander, Pikachu, oh, this is brutal. Yeah, okay, so I'll promote this. And start getting some bat damage going. Put that there. And did he play supporter? He did, but it was a Lysander. I think I'm gonna be a seeker for N and play it. Because I don't really want to burn these resources. They're pretty strong. So counter the stadium. Discard N, and do I want to discard Sacred Ash? Be a Seeker or DC? I'll get a Shaman, so hopefully we can get a supporter. I'm not quite sure how to play this deck. I'll be honest with you guys. Okay, and it's a pretty trash hand. So here I'm gonna do something called Shaman locking or Shaman stalling. I'm not exactly sure if this will work, but I'm gonna try it out anyways because I've never actually done it. And actually, Shaman's has a resistance to fighting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use Sky Return and actually promote another Shaman, or should I promote this? We'll see if this works, and then I can just kind of stream them and continuously draw cards. And I can actually attach a Bengal to Shaman, even though it does nothing, just to get cards in my hand, so I can Shaman for more cards and get more resources. And he's gonna Primal Revert, I think it's called. Okay. I'm gonna use Tool Retrieval to get the Spirit Link back. I don't see what was the purpose of that. What is Primal Groudon weak to? Oh, I think he thinks we're playing Leafeon. Yeah, I think he thinks we're playing Leafeon. Okay. Interesting. No, I can go for the Shaman and snipe it off, but I think I'll go for the Primal Groudon. And I'll attach a DCE and Muscle Band. And then I'll Shaman for 3. We get a Pikachu, which is good. And then I can do this. And get another Shaman, or is it prized? No, it's not prized. Okay, here we go. Actually, yeah, this is pretty good to get off. Get 2 Pikachus back. And Shaman for 4. And just put things out. I've never actually used Skyfield, I won't lie. And Sky Return for 30, and bring up another Shaman. I'm gonna have to stop this because eventually he can just bring up his Primal Groudon and destroy my thing. But with the help of a Pikachu... Was he gonna get a Lysander? Oh, okay. So get a Shaman. And that's it, right? Yeah, that's it. Okay. I'm just gonna Lysander Pikachu up. Oh, this is brutal. Knock it out. Okay. I had a good play lined up. Okay. Oh man. He's just knocking out my Pikachus whenever I drop them, so I guess I have to drop them in a bigger quantity. So he can't do that, but nonetheless, it's still brutal. This is a good matchup to show off what the deck is about, though, which is good. It's just, I guess I'm waiting for him to take a prize. So, promote that. I'll be 20 off. I'll be 10 off. If I use this, then skill dive. But no worries. I can just put that there. Shaman for 2. Oh no, I don't Shaman. I don't get any cards off of it. Is it still worth it to drop it? I would say no. And I can just promote up this beefy Crobat. So yeah, Lysanders are just brutal. But he has played 2, but he does have VS Seekers, so he can get some more back if he needs to. These full art Lysanders are very pretty, I've got to say. So I don't really know what my opponent's doing. He's just like sitting there playing no cards. Like it's not like it's a hard decision what to do. And so with no powered up Raichu, it's just kind of difficult because like if I had 1 or 2 Raichu's powered up, I can just like leave it in the back, and then when he attacks with Primal Groudon, I'll knock him out right away. But when he does this, I can't do anything. So this is brutal. Escape rope, okay. So I guess I can promote the Golbat. I guess. It can blow me up now. Okay. But at least there's no more stadium. So I can play my Shaman down. Oh my god, these top decks are just trash. And Shaman for 1. And Shaman for 1. I get a Chorus, which is good. And Pikachu. I'm not gonna play the Skyfield down to feed him. I think I'm gonna get another Pikachu though. Just so I'm not under any threat of losing both Pikachu again. But I'll mention I have no more Shamans left. And no supporter either. Okay, I could put a stadium down, but then he would counter it, so I guess I'll just leave it like this. And I'll use, Flying Press. I'm pretty far behind, and I would need to top deck something good to get back into this game. But it's possible. I'm gonna be optimistic right here, but I don't know. Those last enders were just really strong. And okay, we finally got Raichu going, but it might be too late at this point. Okay, here we go. We're getting kind of lucky top decking that. We still do need to get the we need to get the I'm gonna end him, but we need to get a DCE off the cards. So we have to get lucky. Hope he draws dead. So and oh man, we whiff on the energy. This is not looking super good. Because now we can just get rid of my Skyfield. So I'm actually going to undo that action. It's attached there. If we got that, we could have had something going, but whiffing it is just brutal. I won't lie. It was completely brutal. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna have to wonder how many Skyfields we have left. 1, 2, 3 gone. Without a prize taken, he has 1 prize left. Yeah, this is GG. I don't think I can win anymore because I think he can kill me with like whatever, like this attack, Massive Rend. So I think I'm gonna play another game because I never really got going with the deck in this video. Oh, we can. Undo that action. I mean, assuming that he doesn't get a stadium, I could Shaman Cell, possibly. But then he could retreat and use Massive Rend. I mean, maybe he can forget or something. It just seems like our best option. Silent Live. Yeah, okay. So that's the game. So let's jump into another game quickly. and this will be a bit of a longer episode, but whatever, it's still worth it because that game was absolutely awful, and I don't want to leave a bitter taste in you guys' mouths, so I'll show you guys a really actual good game. And Tails, and I'll go first. Start with a Zubat with the free retreat, so not a bad start. So Ultra Ball. This is gonna be a kind of cool play. Oh, actually I can get a Shaman and scratch what I was thinking of doing originally. Actually, no, I'll just stick with my original plan. So I'll get an Execute, discard the Execute, and then I can get a Pikachu. Draw the Pikachu, play the DCE down, and that's pretty much an ideal start anyways. And yeah, that's it. I don't really need to use Shaman shenanigans yet. So okay, so he's gonna use Birch and get Tails. Okay, so we can win this turn. And I think we just did. Okay, so 2 damage counters. This does 40 damage. And that's the game. So that doesn't really show off the deck either, so we'll go into a third game. Where we can actually show off the deck. That's kind of the problem with playing live. Sometimes it's hard to find like really good games. I'm recording this pretty late, so sorry for being kind of tired. But so what have you guys been up to? What have you guys been doing in the summer? So I'll go first. I've been trying to get into Smash competitively, as well as staying competitive in Pokemon. I think he's gonna play Seismitoad Bats. Pretty good start on our end. But yeah, I've been trying to get into playing Smash Bros competitively, and I'm gonna go to my first local tournament soon. So to be prepared, I've been practicing 2 hours every day on Anther's Ladder, a website that supports Smash Bros. So that's what I've been up to. And that's been pretty fun. Okay, we're gonna want to play as many cards out as we can. So I discard this and this, and get a Hawlucha. Hawluchas are really good in against Seismitoad. And I'll attach this here and Shaman for 4. I'll put that there. Have a brutal discard a lot of important resources, but you have to do it because against item lock it's going to come so quickly that you won't even see it coming. I'm going to discard this and just be as aggressive as possible and get more Shamans. Grab 3 more cards. If I discard this Golbat, There's no chance of Crobat in the entire game. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'll just pass. Yeah. We don't really have a Zubat option in this game because I was so aggressive that I discarded most of my Crobats and Golbats. So a bit of a facepalm there. And I just realized we don't have a supporter for the next turn. So another facepalm there. Oh my god. These misplays though. Just pay attention to what you're doing, guys, and stop being super aggressive like I am. But luckily we top deck an N. We live with 10 HP. And I'll touch a DCE here. And yeah, I thought this might have happened. I'll just retreat and use flying press. And he's gonna get the laser. He needs to get the Verdank as well. So we're gonna see if he gets that. And he gets a heads. So if I stay asleep, this will be brutal. Just looking at what's been happening lately, and super scoop up to preserve his Seismitoads. He gets tails, which is good for us, which means pretty much we can knock him out. Okay, never mind. He has scoop up Cyclone, so we can't knock him out next turn, but we can do heavy amounts of damage if we get at least 3 more Pokemon. Okay, he needs a Verbank. Does he get the Verbank? Crushing Hammer? Okay. So that's the right play. And do I wake up? If I do, it's good news. If I don't, okay, I do wake up. So I'm gonna put that down, and I won't do that. So I need to get a Raichu and some more stuff, but I don't. So 2, 3, 4. He's gonna counter my stadium at some point. So I'll save that, and I'll just go into my other Hawlucha and do 60 damage. Not a ton of damage, but just enough to apply pressure. That crushing hammer was pretty big, I've got to say. Lysander. That play doesn't really bother me too much. I value my Raichus and Pikachus a lot more than I value this, like, Hawlucha. You're gonna get one prize, like, it doesn't really matter. And then VS Seeker for another Lysander. Interesting. So promote Hawlucha. And I'll put another 2, 3, 4, I have 7. So I don't want him to have another Lysander, so and finally we get a Raichu and a DCE. And now we're going to be putting a lot of pressure onto the Seismitoad. Took us a while, but now we can circle circuit for 190 damage and knock it out in one hit. And I have a Golbat for next turn. So this is pretty strong because that kind of shows that no matter what he does, like, okay, the counter stadium is strong. I can discard this. I can discard a Shaman. And I have one Raichu gone. And I can discard another Shaman. Oh, I actually should have discarded an extra Pikachu. Okay, but he still can't knock me out. Okay. And he's gonna go for the DC, and if he whiffs, we're gonna be in pretty good situation right now. Oh, if he hits this, it's gonna be really bad news. Okay, he whiffs. Okay, that's good. For us, anyways. Headringer, not really doing anything for us. I don't know why he's doing this necessarily, but okay, so we're gonna die into our next turn. I'm gonna do 130 and 50. I can do, or I can just do 100 straight up, and he would need another laser, which he's burned how many of? 2. So the difference in like, actually, okay, I would need the hit a Crobat, but I would be doing so. If I did 130, then if I hit a Crobat, then I would die this turn. I can Skyfield and not die this turn. Yeah, it seems like the right play to do. I just need a Crobat now. And I have, oh my god. I mean, isn't he gonna knock me out? Why does it really matter? Yeah, I don't see the purpose in that, but. Okay, now I can bring up Halucha and he can't knock me out. And I can take 2 prizes. So this is a good situation right now. And hopefully I get a supporter off this. Okay, I do. Which is good. Really good. And another Pokemon, so I can bench it and power up Circle Circuit. So this is actually a decent game. And that really shows the power of this deck. Okay, he hits the laser. So it's good that I didn't keep this up there. And Tails, okay, good. He might have to give up Quaking Punch. I mean, Item Lock, which would be very powerful on our end. So he has 2 double colors, energies gone. A lot of hammers gone. 3 lasers gone. 3 scooping cards gone. And he's gonna hammer and tails, which is good for us. I'm also abandoned Seismitoad, and he's gonna keep the Quaking Punch going. What does he wanna scoop up? Shaman, so he can reuse it? Yeah, okay. And we're gonna live with 10 HP. So we get a Raichu here, and I'm gonna hold this because it's very valuable. And I don't mind just doing 60 damage and letting him take the prize. He can only have so many scoop up cards. You can only have 1 more super scoop up, and he's already played his scoop up Cyclone. He might play like AZ or something crazy, but like I doubt it. And let's see how many DCs we have gone right now. We have 1, 2, 3 DCs gone and 4 fighting energy gone. So Lysander, okay. So it comes down to, do we hit the double colors energy this turn? And if we do, we win the game. If we don't, We won't lose necessarily. Actually. Could Lysander? Nah, I'm not gonna Lysander it. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, 1 DCE gone. 2 DCE got 3. Okay, so 3 DCE gone. So I'm not sure if one is prized, and if it is, we lose. But if it's not, I mean, if it's prized, we lose anyways. Is the logic. But if it isn't prized, we win. So if we deck ourselves out now and get the DCE, we win. If we don't get the DCE and it's prized, we're gonna lose anyways. So it's not a big deal. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go for the DCE. And if it's not in the last 3 cards, we lose the game. So let's hope it is. And it is. And we win the game. So I'll just say GG to my opponent. And so I'm gonna hit the circle circuit, and that is the game. So yeah. I mean, I should have checked my prizes. No, guaranteed 100% that it wasn't in my prizes. But we win the game anyways, and that's what really matters. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.